start streaming.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Ah, yes, I do have to do something quick though. Go to my channel. And self-advertisement. There we go.
Enough of this.
Okay, so I can open this, and I can either go into spells and fire.
Where the hell did he get the...
There we go.
Let's go.
As you can see, it's a much better quality than coming directly from the PlayStation.
You're coming with us.
Can't get surrounded. All right.
Okay. I just gotta remember the buttons.
Oh shit.
Was never in doubt.
Oh yeah, that's real smooth.
Yep. Now, I honestly don't know how many... So, we are going to test something, and I'm really hoping it's not going to overrun the encoder. We are gonna go automatic with the RTX 3070. There we go. Now, we got some issues with the sound. And the issues with the sound are gone. And let's see how it streams. I may have underestimated the 3070's ability to use the encoder for two things at once.
Really? Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, it is very smooth.
Actually smoother than I expected.
Let's find another fight. So yeah, there's a menu system. You can go into the battle settings and change your options. There's the enemy intel. There's the spells. Your inventory. Your different party. If you're going to be around for a little bit, I can show you how the materia system works and everything.
Hold on. I'm in the kitchen, and I kind of need to be deafened right now.
Okay.
Well, muted, but you know.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig.
Okay,
When it's
we're
done,
good.
we're done.
Alright.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not
You
even in the
sounded
same
like
boat.
Bender.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
But yeah, you've got the commands menu that you can actually use outside of battle.
Really?
Yeah, you can use your potions and everything outside of battle still. If you actually have, like, a healing spell, you can
Yeah.
use that outside of battle as well.
Oh.
So it's nice that way. And then, like, this is the new menu. It is Final Fantasy 15 like. Some of the menus and everything.
Yeah.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Everybody is voice acted. Everybody and everything is voice acted.
Including NPCs.
Yup.
Even the unimportant ones.
Yup. I honestly, like, I've beaten this game. I do not like his voice actor.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy
Who's his
just
voice
for
actor?
money. They
I
may
don't
not think you're a
know.
true believer, but you know what I think.
But it was never the voice that I... It was never the kind of voice that I envisioned for Barrett.
Really?
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
It's too serious.
And Barrett was more of a jokester.
Well, Barrett was serious, but Barrett had...
He was a jokey serious.
Yes. And that voice is just way too serious.
Why so serious?
And, like, I love Aerith's voice actress.
Yeah. Wait,
She
is it Aerith or Eris?
It's Aerith. It's supposed to be Eris, but they changed it for the American.
But there was a mistranslation.
Actually, no. It was Eris in the original game. It's actually supposed to be Aerith. It was Aerith
Oh.
in Japan. It's just kind of weird. The localization back in the 90s didn't really translate it well. But yes, the lock on. And with that,
Looks like you're next. See ya. Let's go.
So it kept some of the feel of the turn-based with the command menus, but it put the action style in for, you know, people who just don't have the patience for turn-based.
Yeah.
I mean, is my... Yes, it is. Okay. But yeah, like, the sound is syncing up perfectly on stream. The sound... Like, there's actually a setting in OBS for the Elgato. That's not where the sound is coming from.
Oh?
Yeah, the sound is actually coming from the Elgato H... or game streaming HD software that I'm using to actually play the game. And there would be a lot of latency if you used the USB 3.0 Elgato. The HD... Yeah. But seeing as my Elgato is hooked directly into the PCIe slot on the computer, there's no latency.
Oh. Interesting.
Wrong button. Obtained a... Really? I want another.
That'll do.
I'm trying to use a damn...
Nothing to it.
I'm used to two different controllers right now.
Yeah.
The Xbox One controller that I use for my computer and the Nintendo Switch controller. And I'm trying to use the PlayStation as both of those combined. And it's not working.
Oh? Really?
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
It's a little bit interesting.
Yeah, it's not working very well for me. Because...
It's just not up to par.
Well, no. The PlayStation goes with shapes. The Xbox and the Nintendo controller are both based off of the ABXY.
Ah.
So, the Nintendo Switch controller is pretty much the Xbox controller, except instead of the B button being the confirm button for everything, the normal button, on the Switch the A button is.
Oh.
So the Nintendo Switch is more... I don't have trouble that much going back and forth between the Xbox controller and the Nintendo Switch controller, but now, like, it's telling me to hit the X button, and I'm hitting the triangle because that's where the X is on... Actually, no. Shit. There are more differences between the... The A and the B button are backwards, and the X and the Y button are backwards on the Nintendo controller. So the X is at the top, and the B is at the bottom. The A and the Y are both at the sides for the Switch controller. So that's why that confuses me. So I have 3 different fucking controllers here that I use.
This way. Huh, not so fast. We've got company.
This'll be quick.
you also have the ATB bar, which...
Sorry. All right. Let's get this over with. Not bad.
If your ATB bar on this isn't charged, you can't use your spells or your abilities. So you can't just spam your spells and abilities in this. You actually have to have the ATB bar. And for spells, you have to have MP. Oh, and there is a blocking button.
No holding back. That's that. That it?
So...
Come on, Cloud.
Pick up the pace.
And here's the reimagining of the inside of a reactor.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too.
Oh, damn.
Bet you see a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Barrett was usually always about sarcasm.
Yeah, and he's not actually being sarcastic in this.
Which is upsetting.
And they added something new. Stamp is, it's the mascot for Shinra.
Oh?
It's a mascot on chips and stuff that are Shinra. It's weird.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
So, basically what they're trying to push is that the Final Fantasy and Dragon Ball universe are the same.
Kind of, yes.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Oh, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
I've been switching modes this entire time, but then again, they're not...
We can...
It's over.
We're back.
Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out. Simmer down, hotshot.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. I got this place covered.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
And here's where some weird shit starts to happen.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
So, every once in a while you now have these flashbacks.
Yeah.
So, my biggest issue, like, that was beautiful.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently
all of this is
investigating
just
whether
gorgeous.
they belong to the same
It looks
group
better
that
on the
made
PlayStation
attempt
5.
on your
I
life.
wish I had a PS5.
Rest
But they are
assured,
really hard to get a
our
hold of.
inquiries will not take much longer.
Hasn't this game almost been out for a whole year?
Right, but they did an
This
upscale
also
for
purpose is to
4K
drain
on the
planet
PS5.
While you sleep, while you
Oh.
eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It
But this
doesn't
game
rest,
came out like,
and it
what,
doesn't care.
2019?
2020.
You do realize what Mako is, don't you?
Because they said it was going to
Mako
be
is the
a timed
lifeblood of our
exclusive.
world. The planet bleeds
It
green
should
like
be
you and me bleed
switching
red.
to
The hell you think's gonna
Microsoft
happen when it's all
soon.
gone, huh? Answer
It might
me.
be on Xbox
You
soon.
gonna stand
Yeah.
there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out
Probably
in
by
pain?
2020.
I know you can.
You really hear that?
Well, 2020 put
Damn straight I do.
a shit ton of things on hold.
Yeah.
Say that again.
I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
But, I walked.
I
4
love
miles
this.
Our lives are on the
today. Oh,
line
this
now.
little scene.
No, if you remember the original game, and you remember
listen
some of
and
the
look.
monsters, like the
One false
lasers
move.
and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
And that happens.
it's the same thing. They actually used the original,
There are
well,
some
not the
places the
original
sword just can't
sprites, but
reach.
they used the model for the original sprites.
Oh, those?
Yeah,
Bear with them.
they're actually the original lasers.
Oh.
They didn't frickin' update them. It's hilarious.
Should've
It's
asked for more
great.
money.
Just, they upgraded the quality of it.
Yeah. Like, they didn't upgrade it. You were watching the original, or the beginning movie. They didn't upgrade any of the...
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
Do they really need to add his last name?
He did have a last name.
Yeah, but did they really have to put it in?
Barrett Wallace?
Yeah. I don't remember that being in the original.
It
It just
was.
said Barrett.
It just said Barrett in the game, but he had, he did have a last name. And you can switch between characters.
Nice. Oh man.
Enough. Let's do this.
Hey dude, I'm gonna head out.
Alright, see you later.
I can't stay up much longer.
Need a light.
I see it.
I could have done that on.
See you later.
Oh,
Sure you could.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me. Not too shabby. You're doing good, soldier. Let's see what's up. And it's more of the same. Come on, then. Pretty easy, right? You okay? Pay more attention. Nice job, Cloud. Like a walk in the park, huh? Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
We need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. Try me. Deal with that.
All right. Watch and learn. Coming at you.
Hey,
Hey, it's not moving.
let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Of course. It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again. No time to complain. Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Here it comes. See ya.
What are you? 20-something?
First.
Huh?
Soldier first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that makes you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God damn. I can practically taste tobacco in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
Huh, more like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Alright, so I've played this already, and I was talking about this earlier. Right now, if you really do like the game, you want it, or like the original Final Fantasy VII, and I love the original Final Fantasy VII, you have to take this game as its own game. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This has to be its own game. It's Final Fantasy VII. It's got a lot of nostalgia factors. It's got a lot of things from the original Final Fantasy VII. And I love that. I love playing as Cloud. I love actually having all of the characters voice acted. And I really would have loved if they would have stayed with the original storyline and just did a Final Fantasy VII game with updated stuff. I'm not as upset about it as a lot of people are who love the Final Fantasy franchise and who love Final Fantasy VII, because it's not my favorite. My favorite Final Fantasy is Final Fantasy VIII and then Final Fantasy XIV. In my opinion, like, 7 was great. The storyline was okay. It was fantastic back in the day when, right in the middle of the game, one of the main... Square has always known in storytelling, they've always had the storytellers that were able to pull you in and actually make you feel for some of the characters. Which is why, like, Final Fantasy X was fine. I liked Final Fantasy X. I never really played Final Fantasy XI, but it was an MMO. I've heard good things, I've heard really bad things. Final Fantasy XII was okay. Final Fantasy X-2 was weird. Final Fantasy XIII, the storyline never pulled me in. And the 3 different ways that they did the 3 different games in 13 was just kind of weird. 14, I never played 1.0. From what I understand, the storytelling was crap. The game itself was crap. I've seen the UI for Final Fantasy XIV original, and it was bad. I've also seen what they did for the players that stuck it out. And the producer of this game is the guy that brought back Final Fantasy XIV. So I love that, and he actually did right by Final Fantasy VII. He really did. The locations, they just bring the locations to life. I'd love to play this on the PlayStation 5, but it's on the PlayStation 4, unfortunately, right now. You're getting a better experience right now because it's also going through the Elgato, as my title says. So, I think I forgot to change the tags. Probably should do that. So it's going through the Elgato right now, which is why it's looking a lot better than if it was just on the PlayStation 4. So it's weird, honestly, because I love the game on its own merits. I really do. But as a lover of the Final Fantasy series and a lover of Final Fantasy VII, I'm afraid for the future of this game, because when they do change some things in the game, it does make me twinge a little. Because, in my opinion, the story was kind of a little perfect. But, once again, I'm old. I was actually a kid when this game came out. Which is back in the 90s, mind you. So...
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. Leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
Good old shit. Don't relax.
Danger won't. It's over. No holding back. Enough. I see you. It's over. Take the lead.
Guess it's my turn. Yeah, ain't no thing.
Alright, so back to the gameplay. For those of you that haven't played it or who are waiting for it to come out on PC, which it's supposed to be coming out on PC or Xbox. For those of you who haven't actually played this game, the gameplay is quite simple. It's also quite intuitive, and it's kind of a hybrid. There is a classic mode for the gameplay, which is more based on the command menu, but it's still not turn-based. They weren't able to put the turn-based in, but when it comes to the PC, the turn-based will be able to be put in with mods and stuff, which is why I'm waiting for that, because it'll be fun to play the game with the upgraded graphics and a turn-based system, and I know somebody who absolutely loves Final Fantasy is going to do that. So I can't wait for it to come on the computer, because I will actually buy it again. Now, with the way that the battle operates, you start off with Cloud, and you can switch between Cloud, like, watch. You start off with Cloud, but you can switch between regular and Punisher mode, Operator and Punisher mode. Punisher mode is a little bit slower, but it's much more powerful. And you can actually switch between Barrett and Cloud, or there can be up to 3 people in your... There can be up to 3 people at once in your party, just like the original Final Fantasy VII. So... They've reimagined some of the areas. Like, this is kind of faithful, but kind of not faithful to the reactor you go through in the beginning of Final Fantasy VII in the first place.
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Boss battles are weird. So, we'll show you. We're about to get into a boss battle, and I'll show you. Now, one of the things that they do...
Let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds.
Yeah, that really pisses me off when they do that.
Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job. What's wrong?
So they introduced Sephiroth in this game a lot sooner than they did in the original.
Merc. Pretty cocky, ain't you? You double-crossing!
Heads up.
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the Eternals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Huh. No other option, huh?
Deal with that.
This is gonna sting! Hell yeah! You see the damage that did?
Keep it up.
Gonna make your eyeballs flop on this! Want some more? Coming at you hard! The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about less lip from you? Flop on this.
Calling fire. Need a light. There! Attack it from the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got.
All good.
Yeah, I'll do it. Could keep going if I heal up. Little pick me up.
Damn it. Here we go. It's on you.
All right. Watch and learn. That's all down here? Huh? It didn't work? Here it comes. Yeah, damn it. This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion. You're up.
Hang back. Time to burn. Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot!
Special delivery. Time to suck on this. Hit fire. Damn pain in the ass.
Gotcha. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Strike down before it fires again. Brace yourself. Come on.
Little picture. Sure could use a break. What's the ball? Been a while since I had to go all out. Ain't done yet. Hey, it's doing that thing again.
Find cover and hunker down.
Again and again and again. Now, get in there and do some damage. That's thunder I hear? Sure could use a break. Getting tired of that laser?
Next, don't get tired or complain.
And you get tired of my complaining, huh? Solid copy.
Come on.
Little pick me up. Won't be nothing left to you when I'm through. It's wide open. Gonna light it up.
I got this.
Guess it's my turn. Been a while since I had to go all out. Gotta love it. Suck that. Fire in one off. Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quicker or screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Murph. When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a problem. Bring it home.
Hang back. Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. Gotta heal up. Burn. It's down. Rain hell on it.
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Let's do that. Don't let up. It's not gonna go down easy. Focus.
You focus, soldier boy. You ain't gotta worry about me missing my shot.
There we go.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
Fantastic. Alright. So, that was a boss fight. Most boss fights are actually like that. It was pretty faithful, except for the regeneration portion of it to the original boss fight, except in an action-based environment. It had most of the original moves that it could do, including the tail laser and everything. It came in stages. So it added some of the aspects of the boss fights in Final Fantasy XIV and some other Final Fantasies, which came in stages, to, like, most boss fights were just straightforward, and your ending boss fight was a few different stages. Most of the boss fights in this game are a few different stages. And they did that to incorporate the action-based portion of it. And I love that. So, you've got to take that. Like I said, it's got a lot of aspects of the original Final Fantasy VII. It's got the nostalgia of the original Final Fantasy VII. I don't like the voice actor that they got for Barrett. It's not because he doesn't do a good job. He does a great job with the script. He's a very good voice actor. It's based on somebody going through the original game. I went through the original game. Barrett was more... Barrett had nuances to him, and I think they had to do it that way because of it being a text-based game and no voice actors. Which is all well and good. I completely understand that, and I know that this is a completely different game, and they wanted Barrett to be a little different, but I was hoping they would put somebody in Barrett's shoes that would be able to add a little humor and a little sadness, because that's how Barrett always talked. He talked with a little bit of seriousness, a little bit of humor, and a little bit of sadness. There was nuance to Barrett. This Barrett's just angry. He's angry, he's gruff. It's not Barrett. But once again, that's coming from somebody who played the original. Come on, Bennett. Do you have to go out? Alexa, turn on the back porch.
Okay.
Come on. Huh. Fair enough. So, this game is conflicting to me because of those reasons. Because there's the part of me that wants the game to be what it was, and there's part of me that knows, as a gamer and as somebody who's open-minded, that this is a different game for a different generation. Alexa, turn off the back porch.
Okay.
You
Here we
hear that?
go.
Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Where should be covering our way out? Go, go, go!
Tough, but doable. Here we go. Enough. That's that. That's that. Was never in doubt. You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you? My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on. Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go! We're running out of time!
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us a way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
soldier boy.
They're here! Take them down! We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. No holding back. See ya. See ya. Enough.
The others are waiting. Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
You got that right. Deal with that.
Yeah! I'll do it! Kiss my ass! You're up!
Taking over. It's on now. All good. Here we go. Keep it together.
Need my help, do you? Coming at you hard and fast. Golden opportunity right here. Don't stop now. This is gonna sting. I could have done that.
Sure you could.
You're even playing against the same.
No shit. See ya.
It even got the same type of enemies, and they kept most of the models the same. Like, they updated them, but they're...
Ain't you a fight?
Get ready. Anytime now. Try me.
Never been afraid.
Go ahead and hit me.
You're mine. Nothing to it.
They've got the same type of enemies in most of this. They've got the same type of updated models, which is really nice that they just updated the models
You're on your own.
but kept the style the same.
Anytime now. Let's do this. It's on you.
Guess it's my turn. Suck it. Suck on this. Get your ass out of here. Oh, we're done here. Sir.
come on.
Doors open.
82! Ugh.
We don't have a lot of time here.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
All right.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open.
Hey, this is a beautiful game.
Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far. That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fires. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 3...
No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, cause I'm here for you, to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your feelings. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
So, we're gonna save it here. This is my new game save. So, I also want to talk to you about what I did to my PlayStation. As you can see, my PlayStation is a little bit faster than most PS4s. So I changed out the hard drive. Now, it doesn't have a solid state drive in it. I don't even know if you can put a solid state drive in the PlayStation 4. I can actually, I really can't. I only have a 240 gig solid state drive. So I can do a concept. But what I did was I went out and I bought a 1 terabyte Seagate FireCuda 2.5-inch drive, which is a faster, it's a solid state hard drive. It's got both solid state and mechanical drive running. So the access speed on my drive is a little bit faster. It's actually a lot faster than the included Toshiba drive that's with it. So the hardware on mine, when it comes to the hard drive, is a little bit different. So the load times are a little bit better. And the save times are a little bit better. This is why I like PlayStation. I've already put 71 hours into this game. This is why I like PlayStation a little bit better, because you can do this kind of stuff with the PlayStation 5 as well. You can change out the hard drive without actually having to spend $250 on Microsoft's proprietary drives technology for the Series S and X. So, I mean, you take it with what you will. Microsoft is integrating everything, PC and Xbox. So if you're an Xbox user, you're going to be more on par with PC gaming than a PlayStation user. But PlayStation is now doing timed exclusives. Most of the exclusives that come out on PlayStation are going to be timed for about a year on PlayStation. So eventually it's going to be coming to Microsoft and it's going to be coming to the PC. Everything I'm doing right now is completely convoluted with how I'm playing. I don't have my PlayStation or the Nintendo Switch, as it is right now, hooked up to any monitors or TVs or anything. The PlayStation and the Switch are both hooked up directly to the Elgato. There is no output from the Elgato to a monitor or TV. I have the internal Elgato, which is no latency whatsoever. So I'm just using the Elgato HD game capture software to play the game, and there's no input lag or anything, which is fantastic. I am using the desktop audio for the audio for OBS, and I'm taking the video directly from Elgato. Like, I can sit here and play with all of the settings in the Elgato game capture while you still see a full screen of what's going on in either the PlayStation or the Nintendo. And I could do this for Xbox too if I ever got that Xbox, but I don't really have a point because I've got the PC and they're doing all the integrations with PC. Just give me one moment. So, this is all completely doable. I mean, if you're a streamer, you can have a PC, you can have fantastic quality, because I'm looking at the quality right now. I'm gonna full screen. I'm looking at the quality right now, and the difference between the quality from the Elgato game capture and my stream is minimal. I've got enough upload so that I can do online games and still stream at 6 megs upload. So I've got more than enough upload to run the HD60 at 1080, and there's little drop off with the NVEC encoder. Thank you, 3070. So it's all doable. My setups are usually a little bit more convoluted than other setups because I like the technology and I like to play around with it and I like to tinker with it. I do recommend that if you're going to do something like this, get the internal card, even if it's like the AverMedia or if it's the Elgato, whatever. They've got Elgatos on like eBay, where I got mine for $135. You can use the USB 3.0 one, but there's going to be a little bit more input lag because the 3.0 isn't as fast as the PCIe lane. So take it how it is. I lost my train of thought. I'm having breathing issues. Talking this much is making my breath, is making me short of breath, and it really shouldn't be, which sucks. So what am I trying to say? Pretty much anything you want to do, you can do. I like streaming this way better because it is a lot more, or it's a lot better quality than the PlayStation streaming through Twitch or YouTube. I can stream through YouTube directly from the PlayStation if I wanted to. I should actually take down the quality of my webcam and fix that, but let's exit full screen on that, because we are going to end the stream here. I hope everybody had fun. If you liked what you saw, I'm going to be doing streaming from the consoles a little bit more. I've got Kingdom Hearts 3, I've got this. Eventually I'll be able to get a PlayStation 5, and I will stream this in full HD for everybody. I don't have the 4K Elgato, but you don't really need the 4A or the 4K Elgato. But if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that like button so that I can grow my channel a little bit and we can get going. I'll be doing more talking head. I know that people don't like the background. It looks crappy, but it's my house, and I don't really have the setup for... I don't really have the setup for a green screen or anything. I only have a Logitech HD 1080p camera. I'm trying to find a cheap... I'm trying to find a cheap Kinect and accessory so that I can do some motion capture stuff and put myself into Beat Saber for your entertainment. So, keep an eye out for that, and like I said, hit that like and subscribe button so that you can get more of this content if you actually like it. Please, if you don't like it, actually, no, I'm not going to finish that sentence. That would open up a whole can of worms if I said what I was going to say, and it would probably be very uncomfortable for me. And funny to a lot of other people, and I don't understand that, but that's a whole different thing. So, everybody have a great night. See you later.